Hey guys, welcome to our podcast. It's four boys talking about four things: games, titties, gay people, and whatever the fuck else. Anyways, I'll be your host for today. My name is Aylin Killis, 6M4. We have COT here. Say hi. Okay. Deadeye, say hi.
Big titty bitches.
Zy Gaming Games, say what's up.
Hello.
All right, cool. So, first things first, let's talk about James Charles.
Oh shit, no.
Just kidding. Nobody cares about that. Let's talk about Overwatch.
Not anymore.
No one even plays Overwatch, so
Yeah, actually I do.
I don't.
I just
You
like
bet.
I just like to say one thing.
Yeah,
Zai's upload schedule is more inconsistent than a chick's period.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
At least I have reason.
What's your reason?
I'm just lazy.
Yeah, so am I.
Because you guys want to play Fortnite?
No.
Wait, isn't Zai the same guy who was sitting here? He was like, oh, I'm the biggest one out of us. I have the most subscribers. Oh,
I
I
do.
should do it. I should do this.
We're switching off hosts. You're gonna
So
be
shouldn't
host
you have-
next video.
Shouldn't you have like the most consistent schedule then?
Just because I have more subscribers doesn't mean I have a consistent upload schedule.
You thought that more subscribers was the reason you should be the host, though, to be honest.
Yeah,
He's botting.
I'm not
Yeah, you
botting.
botted it. Look at his MVs, they're botted. They gotta be.
No, actually, they
Nobody
just blew
likes
up.
Dragon Ball Z that much.
Like, oh wait, let me look this up. I'm pretty sure that you have like a crazy amount of views and like 10 comments. I'm curious.
Well, not everyone comments on the thing. They come to watch
Not
the
everyone,
video.
but like you have like a crazy low amount compared to the views.
Okay.
Most of the comments are from us, though, to be honest.
He's right, you know.
See, look, 96,000 views and only 24 comments. That's suspicious.
Only 24?
Yeah, there's only 24. That's what it says.
Are you serious? Which one was that?
It was just the top one with SSGS Kaioken. I think
Oh,
that's the most viewed one you have.
Super Saiyan Blue. I swear that had more than just 20 or whatever you said. Oh yeah,
Nah,
this
I just
does
looked
only
at it.
have. Yeah, it
See,
only
it's
has
kind of like it's
24.
botted.
It's not botted. You think I'm gonna pay money for someone to view my videos? Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not even paying someone, it's a bot.
Yeah, but you have to pay to get bots, I think.
He says, I think, like he doesn't know.
I don't know. You gonna say something, Aaron?
Yeah. Next topic, then?
Let's
Yeah.
go Tfue.
Yeah, let's talk about Tfue.
Please.
Talk about tofu.
Tfue.
Faz Clan.
Tfue.
Alright, Aaron, you gotta give us a rundown first, because I don't even know everything fully. I just know like the basics.
I know
TLDR, Tfue is mad at FaZe because they take 80% of sponsorship earning and stuff like that. But he also has like a science thing, whatever. I don't know what it is. Wait, Chris, you can finish it off.
I like to point out that he should have read the goddamn contract.
Fair enough, fair enough. I think that's one thing he should have read it. He's kind of retarded in that way. Or at least hired someone to read it.
Always read things.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
only
so-
reason he accepted the contract was because he didn't have that many viewers to start
Still,
a
though,
contract.
you think you would want to read a contract that you're signing, like, you're signing away a lot of your freedom with a contract that you didn't even read.
Yeah, but they also said that they offered him other contracts, so it don't even make any sense.
So why
Like,
didn't you
yeah,
read
he
them
probably
anyways?
just wanted it to get done with. He just wanted to get the thing out so he can make more money. Probably didn't care.
Yeah.
He probably didn't read past that part.
And
just wanted
And to
fame.
be honest, probably the
It-
other contracts are probably just as shitty or worse.
that or like this whole thing is calculated. He wanted to stick with the shitty unfair contract to begin with.
Oh, and then he would like make.
So
a
he
fuss
could
about it
undermine
later.
their company.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Mad genius.
Well, because isn't he trying to start his own league now, or that's what like they've been talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I had seen Keemstar mention.
Let's face it, this all started happening when no one was talking about Ninja versus Tifu anymore for Fortnite.
Yeah,
It's not a coincidence.
Who even watches Fortnite anymore?
and plus Fortnite's dying.
It is dead.
So if I were him, I would try getting every penny that I can get as soon as possible before I run out of a job and I had to go to like Call of Duty or something.
I'm sure people will follow him anywhere because he has millions of subscribers.
Yeah, but
Thanks
they would
to FaZe.
have a huge drop off though, because
I
most of
don't-
them are there for his Fortnite stuff.
I don't even like FaZe, but honestly, he's pretty retarded.
FaZe is stupid. Any
I like
gaming
the
clan,
British
if you
group
wanna
more.
Sign up, don't sign up.
Yeah, I don't like gaming clans. Like esports teams are like different. Like the actual like started out as esport teams, like Liquid and stuff like that. But like FaZe, I don't even really like any of them. Like fuck FaZe.
Um,
Tfue should have just stuck through the contract, wore it out, and then shouldn't even just went on his own, done his own thing.
See, the thing is, like, making a killing through the creator code anti-tournament winnings. So either way, he's making a shit ton of money. And how it was said that how he wants to start his own org or whatever or clan. And this is the perfect clout opportunity to start one because eyes are gonna be on him and his new business.
Yeah,
Also,
even if
this
he's
dude
like
makes
a
a shit ton of money off of donations too, like on Twitch.
do they take like donations and like creator code or anything, or did they say anything like
No,
that?
they
He
just
said
take
it?
the sponsorship ads. Like, say he's gets sponsored by like Monster, they take 80% of that.
So he still gets his
But, like-
creator code and donations and everything.
Yeah, he gets all
Or
that
a
shit.
good-
That
a
stuff.
good chunk.
him.
So he still
Yeah.
makes a fuckload of money anyways, even with the 80%.
Yeah,
And
he's
then
living
they
very comfortable.
and then didn't they say they haven't even taken his money?
But
I don't know who to believe. I think FaZe is kind of slimy too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like when they said they only took 60K, I'm pretty sure that was debunked.
Did you
Oh,
know
what?
that like Alyssa Violet and FaZe Banks were gonna have a threesome with Riley Reid?
What? For real?
where's that video?
Yeah, I was going through Riley Reid's Twitter when I made our Twitter account, and like they were gonna have a threesome. I
Holy
don't know if they ever
shit.
did, but they didn't.
Were they gonna make a video?
I hope not. I don't want to see FaZe Banks.
I'd pay for that, honestly.
You would pay for that Patreon?
No, actually, I'd just like
Top Patreon.
find the free upload somewhere.
Oh, what
That's
happened?
pirating. Going to jail.
It's okay.
I think my Fortnite crashed or something.
Praise the
you
Lord. All right, what's the
I don't
next
really have
topic?
anything else to really say on
Oh,
Tifu or
never mind.
Banks. Or not Banks, FaZe.
Yeah.
Because I can't really even think of anything else because I don't even know that much to begin with, other than just random stuff I've seen on Keemstar's Twitter.
Anyways, Keemstar's an idiot too, though. So
He's fun to watch, though. You gotta admit.
Yeah.
Just seeing
he's
him
a,
talk
he's a
shit
very
is fun as
excitable
fuck.
guy.
I just like
But
that.
for real news, I go to freaking Philip DeFranco.
I just like that he takes a side, flames the fans, and then everyone gets pissed anyways.
All right. So you know how the Sonic movie got pushed back to next year? Now
Yeah, because of their shitty animation.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
is that a maybe watch or still a no watch?
No, still
Depends.
definitely. I mean, I was gonna watch it for Jim Carrey anyways, but I still might. I'm not gonna go in there with the highest expectations because that movie looks like dog ass, even if they fix the animations.
Yeah.
I feel like for like younger audiences, and most of the older audiences are gonna be left with a fork in their ass.
I didn't think it looked that bad.
I wanted to see it just to see, like, because I expected it to be total shit anyways. I thought it was going to be really bad. So I wanted to see it anyways, but I think that redesigning the Sonic is a lot better because what they had was so disgusting.
Yeah, and I think that's also a big part of the movie too. Maybe that's what like drew me off so much from it. But like everything else doesn't look too bad. I think it'll do decent. I don't think it's gonna be anything amazing, but
No, it's gonna be really good. I'm gonna enjoy it.
I think it'll be all right at best. Like, probably won't even break 60 maybe on Metacritic.
I want a
even.
Minecraft
That's
movie.
generous even. Weren't they making one?
There is a
Are they?
Minecraft
I didn't know
movie.
that.
I know they were making a Five Nights at Freddy's movie years ago, and then they just like said nothing on it. They never canceled it or anything. So I would figure that they would have worked on a
It's because
Minecraft
that's
one.
gay. That's really
Yeah,
gay.
yeah. No, but they had like a script and shit too.
It probably got dropped probably because like Five Nights at Freddy died.
Well, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
not
that-
fully dead.
Super dead.
Or in terms of popularity, it died, but there's some
Popularity,
games, but-
Yeah, because the PS VR one.
Mm.
So
There's
I
only
don't
so
know
much
if they
fun you
fully
can have
dropped
with a
it.
game like that, though.
Yeah,
Like I feel like 5 times of playing it, you're gonna be bored.
it's like a
I got
mobile
bored
game.
of the demo.
Like I get bored of a lot of games nowadays.
It's because
These
you're
games
old.
are literally the same. There's no content in them.
Like it takes a lot
But
for
I
me
don't
to
know.
play a game for a while. Like Persona was like a game that like I could play for a while.
That's
But
a
then
game
when-
that anyone can play. Though. That game's so well made and has so much content in it. That's
God,
just a
Persona.
fun game. Same thing with Terraria and like Spider-Man. Those games are really well made. I haven't really played The Witcher 3 that much, but
I don't know
might get
where
back into it.
party games are pretty fun too. Just like Mario Party or what's like Mario Party.
I guess Smash counts as one.
Gang Beasts,
Mario Kart.
like all like those like couch
Uno.
co-op games are really fun if you have like friends playing with, but like by themselves, you're really not gonna be doing much.
Yeah, it's like I think you have to have like, the right people to play it with. But
I
then
mean, I
have
can
fun.
get down on some Uno for hours. Have you played Uno? That shit's intense.
I don't have it.
Let's all get it on the PS4. It's on sale right now, actually.
Is it
Well,
like
Hashtag
how much?
Monster.
Oh, I spent all my money on McDonald's today, so
I still have yet to get a paycheck.
Did you blow through your graduation money? Or?
well, it didn't really blow through. I had it for quite a while. I just didn't know what the hell to spend it on.
A week. He's all, a week's been quite a while.
Well, I didn't even get that much graduation money, to be fair.
Yeah, I got about 300. I didn't invite like half of the population, like some people.
You know how much I got? I got like 120.
That's still a
And
decent
it's not
amount.
bad.
That's still a decent
chunk
amount.
of change.
Dang.
I bought like my family stuff too.
Oh, that's. How's your ninja star?
It's fucking dope.
My niece
Or
got
my
like
Naruto
2,000.
I got
Uno
fucking
is
Naruto.
$4 on PSN right now.
Oh, my Ninja
Oh,
Star was
shit.
$14. I got it at some Chinese shop.
Wait. Hold on though. I think we should probably end this video before we end up
No.
having nothing to say on the
No, we'll
next
just
one.
keep going until we have nothing to say.
Hell
Podcasts
yeah,
are supposed to be long anyway, Zai, you idiot.
Yeah, they're not 30-minute. They're not like 15-minute videos.
I
They're
guess.
like a half an hour at least. And that's like
Yeah.
not
Plus-
even often that it's that short.
Plus, we're rolling with it. We're doing pretty good.
He's just
Yeah,
bored
I
'cause he
hope-
doesn't have a PS4, so he
No.
can't talk about a lot of this stuff.
I know, but I hope we
talk
don't
about
run out of things to say. Is all I'm saying.
won't. We
We'll
just
just
talk
keep
like
going.
normally.
It's
We're
called the
fine.
weekly episodes too, by the way.
Plus, we'll have a lot to talk about in a few weeks, like E3 and stuff. That'll be a ton of shit to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, and I still have a lot to talk about, like Switch games and stuff too.
And upcoming PS4, upcoming Switch, we could talk about a lot
All
of
right,
stuff.
okay. Speaking about PS4, so are we down to buy some Uno? I got my card on deck. $4.
I think I have money on my card right now. I could probably do it, to be honest with you, because I'd have to check my account real quick, but I probably have money in there. We'll stream some Uno.
I'll hop on in a little bit because my family's all playing and shit.
Well, I'm
Yo.
about to get a job, so I could buy a PS4 Pro instead of a Slim.
Please do.
I
Yeah,
was about to get me actually. tomorrow.
Yeah, get a Slim. No, get a Pro.
Tomorrow. Yeah, I was gonna order me an Xbox One.
Do it.
For real. Like are you gonna order the what is it? The S I think is what it's called. Or are you gonna order the X?
The S. I don't really need the X because
Just build a PC at that point.
Yeah, my brother got this S, and that's what he's been playing on for a few.
Don't even buy the
I was
S.
gonna
It's
get a-
the same power as a normal one, so there's no
Yeah, but
point.
it's
How
tiny.
much?
The X is a lot more.
No, not the X. I'm talking about the S.
S.
Oh, well the S is cheaper because it's smaller.
It's
Well, and
cheaper.
it's a mid-gen refresh. There's like slightly better stuff on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
and,
more
like-
quality of life stuff.
Yeah, because my old Xbox was shit. Like it was like the size of a freaking cardboard box, and like it ran and it sounded like a jet engine, and it like crashed every 5 minutes. So like the Slim was a way better version of the Xbox One than any of those other ones.
Yeah, once they have
Plus,
like the mid refreshes,
the-
it usually goes.
The S has more storage, and then the S can go support 4K output. And
Oh, for real?
yeah, and I have a 4K TV, so I can utilize that pretty good.
I didn't even know that it had more storage because when I bought the Slim, it was just the same as my base PS4 I bought a few years ago.
Well, I mean, I can't wait for like a new and like a different handheld controller, like a handheld game console from like a PlayStation Portable or like a new 3DS or like a new DS or something.
I don't even know if they're gonna do those anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the Switch is
Yeah,
fine
I
on
think
its own.
The only I don't know, portables are weird because the only market in the world is the Japanese market because they're constantly on the move, but like every other is just like a home console based market. That's why
That
the Switch is doing so well in Japan too.
That and with like PS4 and stuff, they've started doing like remote play off of phones, computers, and stuff to where you can just play the consoles off of like mobile devices, anyways. That I almost kind of feel like there's no point.
Honestly,
Yeah, but like Joy-Cons on the Switch really suck ass.
Yeah.
true, but I don't know because what the iPhone X and the S10 are pretty powerful.
Ah,
The only problem with those is you have to use the touch controls for.
But even
remote
then,
play.
you could just get if the game supports it, a Bluetooth controller.
I think just sticking with remote play will be the future from now on. I think that like 3DS and Vita and shit are gonna get dropped.
Yeah, for sure. The 3DS is already on its last.
Yeah, I think Q is like or Persona Q 2 is like one of the last games that's like announced to come for it. That and I think E3 they said they were specifically focusing on Switch stuff. So I think they're gonna just kill it off this year. I think this is finally when the 3DS is done. Like this is its end.
It's been a good run.
There's some good stuff on there.
Honestly, then once it dies, that would be the optimal time to buy a new one if you haven't played a lot of the game.
Yeah, because I need a new one because my buttons are messed up. But I want to buy like the new 2DS because I don't even use a 3D anyways. But I like the colors and
That's
Yeah,
what I was
but I
gonna
also
do.
like on like the 3DS, like the 2DSs don't bend; they just.
Well, the
No,
new
have you seen the
2DS
new one?
do.
Oh no, I haven't seen the new one.
the new one's basically like the 3DS, how it goes in half, but it just doesn't have the 3D. That's it. I think it's slightly
I wish
smaller
they had
too.
joysticks,
no, it's bigger.
like actual joysticks.
Oh, it's
And,
bigger.
it's called. It just has the new name, but it's pretty much like a new 3DS XL except without the 2D or without the 3D. But who really uses that?
Yeah, I don't like it. Because there's still some stuff I'd play on there. Like I have X Zone, but I haven't played that, and Project X Zone 2. I didn't buy that, but I wanted to. And then the Q games, Persona Qs. And
Plus, yeah.
Oh, well, on the 3DS.
yeah, there's still some stuff I would play, but I just need a 2DS to actually play it on.
I have on my 3DS. I haven't played it in a while, but I've been trying to play my Monster Hunter Double Cross. But like Like I have it on my Switch, so there's no reason to play it on my 3DS. So
Yeah.
Nah.
See, the Switch just pretty much killed off my 3DS. My 3DS right now is just a Fire Emblem machine, pretty much. That's the only
I don't even
game
use my
I
3DS.
played on it. Well,
No, that's not true. My mom uses it for Animal Crossing until the Switch gets Animal
But
Crossing.
yeah.
exactly.
See, I think they basically, I think the low amount of 3DS games coming out, them just not talking about it, and now Switch is just getting all of the actual Nintendo games onto it. I think that, like I said, this is the last time for the 3DS.
I mean, there's like 0 first-person shooters on the Switch. Maybe that's just me, but I really like shooters.
Well,
No,
Doom
there's
is
like a
about the
couple
only
of them.
major one. Doom and Wolfenstein. Those are like the only two that come to mind of like
Yeah,
top
those are
tier
like the
first-person
really good
shooters.
ones.
Plus, the Switch just got Realm Royale today too.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, right, that game sucks dick.
Well,
Wait,
even then,
speaking-
like I think they're gonna start getting like newer gen games. Like Mortal Kombat 11 came out on it, so I think that we're probably gonna start seeing games come out like at the same time.
I need to download Smite for my Switch.
Wait, speaking of new games that released on the Switch, that Sword Art Online game released today. I don't think you guys would be interested, but I'm gonna buy it.
I think that's probably on
Wait, which
PS4.
one is it? The
I'll
Bullet
cut-
Dungeon? Or the,
I think it was like Sword Art Online. I don't think it was the guns.
No, it's not the gun one. It came out on the PS4 in like, I don't know, like a couple years ago, and on the Vita.
right.
Re Hollow Faction or something?
I think I've seen it then if it's on the PS4. Like I've thought about buying it on there.
I had the Sword Art Online game for the PlayStation 4, like the remastered version. That's pretty fun. At times.
I thought
Alright,
the Gun Gale one looked alright.
I haven't watched Gun
I'm
Gale.
excited for it, but then I never got around to getting it.
Wait,
Yeah.
um,
All right.
Doesn't
Well,
the Switch have Dragon Ball Z Fighter?
yeah, it had
Yeah, it
Dragon
does have
Fighter.
fighters.
See, that's like the only like that and Mortal Kombat are probably the only reasons like I probably play it. Other
We'll
than like,
see.
my Monster Hunter game and everything else, because I don't really like the platforming puzzler games. 'Cause those games are just not for me.
It has
See,
that
a lot
other
of
game
games-
that you play, Ark Survival.
It's yeah, that's barely could run on the Xbox, much less on the Switch.
For real?
For me, I just like to get a lot of like the multi-plats on the PlayStation and just mainly get exclusive stuff on the Switch. Unless I decide like, for some games I'd probably get it on both PS4 and Switch. Like Mortal Kombat, I thought about it. Persona Scramble, I might do it with. I don't know.
and then with Sony's thing that with this next gen, they're more open to cross platform, and that'd be like
PlayStation 5?
yeah. Like this or for like stuff like Fortnite, where it's like on everything, then they'll like have it. Because, and then honestly, like stuff that'd be like a more incentive to buy it for multiple platforms, anyways.
With like cross progression and stuff too, if they work more at that.
I don't know. Like, I just wish there was a lot more games that crossplay. Like the only game that I think now that should have crossplay, but I don't know why it doesn't, is like Minecraft. Because Minecraft on like every other console has crossplay except PlayStation.
Well,
I know.
that's just Sony.
It's because, no offense to you PS4 players, but you guys are a bunch of snobs. Some of
What
them
are you
are.
talking about?
It's not even us. It's the company.
Or yeah. Well, some of the
Console
players
war
are
shit is
too.
just stupid. Console
Yeah.
war shit is stupid, and that's for all of them.
Yeah.
Console
Not just
war is more of a
PS4.
meme. No one actually really thinks any console is better.
There are a
Mine is-
lot of people that say that.
That's neckbeards you're talking about though. Like most normal people really don't care. Like I would get an Xbox, a PlayStation, and a Switch if I could. I would own all three and then just
Yeah,
get
me
whatever
too.
I want on it.
Yeah, and you don't want to
Honest-
have to buy a whole new console to play with.
But like, if you're like definitively going after like the best hardware, then just get a PC.
Because then you get
People
pretty
don't
much
like the
everything.
money to throw at a PC, so.
The only thing you miss out on are Switch exclusives and then the few Sony exclusives.
Yeah.
Bec- And then like Microsoft, plus they bring everything over to the PC anyway. So
That and they brought Cuphead, so I kind of wonder if they're gonna bring more of their stuff over, like the next Battletoads game that they had announced last year.
or
Yeah, even
Halo.
like their Microsoft's like poster boy Halo is like now on PCs. I don't think
Yeah.
there's really gonna be more
That and
other than Gears of War, maybe.
you ever see the canceled DS Halo game they were working?
Hell, no.
Yeah, like
I heard
Google
of
it.
it.
They
Yeah.
were working on a canceled, like they
Oh,
were
yeah,
working
no,
on a
I-
Halo game for DS.
Yeah, now I get what you're saying. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they'll do that. I think Cuphead kind of changes everything, like between how Microsoft sees like Nintendo at least. I don't know about Sony. I guess like now that they're like wanting to work more, maybe that'll change too, and maybe they'll start putting because they seem like they want to put their stuff everywhere rather than just keep it to Xbox at this point.
Yeah, I would love to see a Halo on this.
Because that would be a definite pickup on the Switch.
Yeah. And then like the rumors that have been going around for a while where Game Pass is coming to Switch.
Because they already had it on phones, huh?
Yeah. Don't
Crap.
Or was that
Jaden.
Yeah.
I think that was a
What
rumor.
color was the fire guy? The guy with the fire on Fire Emblem again? Was it blue?
Oh my god.
Wait, Fire God?
No, the guy with the fire ghost wife. You said that it was his wife or his daughter or something.
Blue.
Iron Gears.
Okay, he's blue. I forgot. I just
like
clicked on the banner without looking at the colors.
I like how he couldn't Google that. He had to interrupt our conversation.
Well, you're right here. I don't want
I
to
know.
Google nothing.
Anyways, what were we even
We're
talking about?
games, with being real gamers right now, dog.
Hey, I just got played the game.
Yo, you guys gotta catch up to JoJo. Today's episode was actually godlike. Oh my god. This is the best episode of JoJo in the entire series so far.
Don't spoil
Holy
it, man.
cow. Explain it?
Don't.
No, don't spoil anything.
Oh, I thought you said explain. I won't spoil it. But, oh, this was like the best episode that the whole series has had. My
Alright,
god.
well, us being Americans, what do you think about like the microtransactions? Well, not like that, but like the
Well,
loot
that's
box ban that might become.
Any microtransaction, like I think it ruins the game entirely because that just gives them like no incentive to put actual content in the game, and whenever they don't feel like that incentive to put content, it makes them lazy in their works, and it shows in their work.
Like EA.
I was looking at Borderlands 3, and it's coming out with like some like skin packs and stuff like that, like for your weapons. And yeah, that's fine and all. Like cosmetic stuff is perfectly fine. But then again, I think it also hurts the game itself and content-wise because those are objects you can play in the game that people can unlock throughout playing. It just makes the game more boring if everything's behind a paywall.
Honestly, like hate I love the game. Fortnite does it right. It's a you don't have to buy anything
Yeah,
to play the
it's
game.
because it's free to play.
Well, even if it wasn't free to play, like if you had to pay 60, like you don't have to spend money.
Yeah,
Or like even like just like look at Save the World. You get free 50 V-Bucks from the daily mission. And you can use those V-Bucks to like purchase or like progress your like Save the World game. You don't even have to buy it like the V-Bucks.
See, I think my problem with the microtransactions is just the grind that it takes to get them if you don't buy them. Because, like, it doesn't have microtransactions, I guess, technically. Mortal Kombat 11 is, like, the worst case of it recently. But the amount of grinding you have to do to get the stuff in Mortal Kombat, all the cosmetics, like the costumes and all that, is just so ridiculous that I literally just got the trophies and then I just stopped going to the crypt at all in that game because it's just not worth it. It's not fun. Like at a point where you're grinding to get cosmetics for like months on end just to be able to get the stuff instead of paying money for it like other people, like that just can open their wallets and just buy whatever. I think that's where it's like a problem.
Or even just like us being like playing like a bunch of gacha games. Like once you run out of free to play stuff, it's literally impossible to do summoning.
Yeah, some are better than others, but like Fire Emblem's pretty bad about it. Once you beat everything, like you just wait on dailies and that's about it. You don't really have much else besides that.
Yeah, wait on dailies or just like save on months and it, like save for months just to get a decent for us to summon on a good banner.
And even then, like here, removing its characters kind of even makes like microtransactions even worse than that, because if you wanted like Gen 1 5-star exclusives, then you just get screwed out of them now, since you have to focus on like very specific banners.
Later this year, Belgium won't even have the game to play.
That's right, they're shutting it down next month? Question mark?
Yeah, Belgium has been cracking down on everything microtransactions. See, if it's like purely cosmetic, like Fortnite, then I really don't mind because it's just whatever. But if it becomes like pay to win, or in order to like decently enjoy the game, like gotchas, then yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, like Battlefront 2, how you had to like pay a bunch of money if you didn't feel like grinding forever to be able to get characters and shit. Like, I don't think that's worth it. I think if you're gonna have a grind, it doesn't, like, you gotta limit it. And I don't even think they should exist in $60 games at all, to be honest. I think if you're gonna do any extra stuff, it should be like DLC that's like actually worth buying. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think microtransactions should be in $60 games. Cosmetic stuff is like fine, but once it's like actual, like it starts changing the game in like gameplay ways, then I think that's where it's like it starts messing it up.
yeah, because like there's times where like I've spent money on Fire Emblem or Naruto, and for me to do a summon it was a complete waste of money.
Yeah, like I'll spend, God, okay, the worst time I've had, I spent like, I think I had a bunch of gift cards for Christmas, so I spent like $70 because I had nothing else on iTunes that I really care about, only just to get one 5-star. It was fucking ridiculous, and that was with a high % rate. It's like, I've just stopped spending on like microtransactions with like Fire Emblem and stuff. I just don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, I'd even spend money on the game, but I grinded for like about 74 orbs, and I got crap out of it.
See, you could have hundreds and
See,
still
phone
get
games are
absolute trash.
notorious for that, though. Like all phone games.
Yeah, in general,
And I
phone
get
games
it,
are really
because
bad.
all phone games are free, but like, half the time it's really annoying because like phone games are not even fun to play anymore if they're just gonna be like everything's behind the pay.
See, and the
You
thing
know,
that
like,
sucks,
if everyone pays more money to bypass you, you feel like you're not doing anything.
and the thing that sucks about the phone games now is that a lot of companies are just adopting phone game models into their $60 full price console games. Because it's fine on mobile, so why not just do it on console?
Yeah, and that's a horrible business practice entirely.
I think it's just scummy to your customers. Like, DLC is like different. I think that's fine as long as it's like substantial. Microtransactions, like I said, don't need to exist in a full price $60.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly. Like maybe like a $25 game, but if it's a AAA game like the Division or Battlefront, like any other big game that has multiplayer features, you shouldn't have to rely on that kind of thing to get an upper advantage.
Like, big companies in general, I think, should just not do it at all. EA, like huge companies like that.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Who got it?
It just shows that they value money more than their actual the actual people that are making games.
Which I'm kind of glad that even with like microtransactions and stuff, there are still quality games coming out that are full price, give you the full game, and they don't try to shove microtransactions like Spider-Man, Persona 5, most Nintendo games. I don't think they have microtransactions in any first-party
Persona 5
Nintendo.
also has microtransactions, but they're more like DLC.
Those are
transactions.
those are like DLC cosmetics for like costumes or background
You get a
music.
bikini skin.
Yeah, those are Those I don't think really matter anyways, because those don't change anything gameplay wise. Like you still have the same game experience without it.
Isn't there also healing pods in the game too?
There's different personas. I know that those are DLC, but those don't really matter since you could get. I think you could get majority of those skills. I don't think there's any skills locked to just those personas, because it's mainly just older ones from 4 and 3. But I don't think they lock stuff to it. I might be wrong, and that might be. Those would be a problem if they're like locking skills and shit too. I think as long as you're not locking stuff behind paying extra money, you should be fine.
Honestly.
Like if you like pay extra to get something on top of your full price game, then I think that's good. But when you take a full price game, cut out 20% of it and resell it, that's where it's like.
Also, I think it depends. Like, I'm fine with transaction in single player games, but in multiplayer games, when it gives other people advantages, that's when it bothers me.
Yeah, see, like Call of Duty, like the loot boxes.
Oh, World War.
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
like in
See,
Advanced Warfare. you
But
get,
if like the loot box is like yeah, but if the loot box is like Overwatch's loot box, where it's cosmetic loot boxes, that I don't give a shit about either.
That and Overwatch's grind
unless
isn't
the
too
emote-
bad.
the emote can like, affect the game.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think the emotes ever really break Overwatch, because you can grind for the loot boxes and it's not completely terrible since I think you get less duplicates. A while ago they had fixed that, and then you just get so much currency once you get everything that you could just buy whatever you want outright eventually.
Like loot boxes to get like a vanity item is still pretty scummy because like let me like shout out like Monster Hunter here. Like all Monster Hunter is like DLC is the cosmetic stuff, and you just have to pay for the cosmetics straight up. You don't have to go through any hoops of loot boxes or anything like that. Yeah, that hurts most companies, but if you're a $60 game, you should not have that kind of loophole or like jump around for your consumers.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. Like I still think Overwatch shouldn't have it like how it does for a $60 game. I think it's like one of the least offensive out of like the microtransactions heavy
Yeah.
stuff.
But then
But
again, they cram pack half of the boxes with sprays too,
yeah, so you get a majority of trash too.
and you just get replicas. Yeah, you get some money back, but not enough.
hmm
Honestly.
Definitely not. It's not the worst for sure, but it's still not good either.
Yeah.
I think you said Monster Hunter, just buying the cosmetics you want for like a couple bucks. I think that's how it should be, because you get what you out trying to
See,
basically gamble your money for
Yep,
something you.
yep, yeah, like even like Fortnite, like you know exactly what you're buying, and you know exactly what you're buying. You don't have to worry about the like microtransaction part of it.
Mhm.
You see the skin, you want it, you buy the V-Bucks, it's done. You don't have to be like, oh shit, I hope I get it in the loot within these 10 loot boxes.
I have my 3% chance to get it. I
I think I like the way that Fortnite does it because that's kind of exciting. Because then you're like, guess what's going to be in the shop tomorrow, and you're kind of excited because you're like, oh, that skin's sick. Can't wait to get that skin.
My only
And you
problem
just
with
go
Fortnite.
through-
My only problem with Fortnite is some of them are kind of expensive. Like $20 on a skin sounds a little bit expensive. Like I wish they would lower the price on skins, because I think it's kind of crazy, $20.
That's
Even though
overpriced.
And I
even though it's like remodels and shit, where it's like, yeah, I could understand why they need to charge more for those, because they're like remodels. Like you have to like entirely make a new model. But I think $20 is kind of a lot, even still.
Yeah, but let's look at another free play game like Smite. You know, a skin, like a good, decent skin, costs $7 compared to a $20 skin. But then again, they also have loot boxes where you have to pay $7 for a chance to get a really good skin, which is kind of irritating, but it's also kind of like the gambling problem where it's like the luck of the draw, like CSGO. And like, I think that produces a lot of gambling issues for some people in the futures, and it leads for kids to get a gambling issue. But like that, like if you can pay $7 for one good skin, then I think you could be happy because most people are not going to throw like $600 at one game trying to unlock every skin there is.
Mhm.
I see, okay, so that's where the bill was aimed at, or like towards kids. Dark. Is that a parent job to manage that shit or a developer
I feel like that's
job?
kind of both. I feel like the parents don't
Yeah,
watch
I
the
think they
kids
should
enough
find a medium ground. Yeah.
because parents don't watch their kids enough now because it's like you just give them an iPad, give them a PlayStation, just let them do whatever,
Yeah,
and
but
then they
then
don't
again,
really
like I wouldn't
monitor.
expect my parents to sit there for hours watching me play one game.
Well, like a
But
young kid, I think you should monitor them. Like for us, it like obviously it won't matter because we're not gonna spend like that much money on it, and if we do, it's our own money, so it's like not a big deal. But I think for like a young kid, like 7, like that age bracket, I think that you should watch them not like the whole time. I think that's like
See,
unreasonable, but at least more than you are.
But then, like, I've seen a couple news articles before, like, because especially like because the way Fortnite blew up, like, kids were now getting bullied in school because they didn't have any skin, so now they were pretty much like bullied into buying a skin and just asking their parents.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. And another thing, I think we're looking at like should it be the game company or the parents? But we also have to look at like the console itself. There should be ability that parents could restrict certain things on.
Well, at their age, like, because when you set up the account, it asks for the birthday.
They have it, but
Yeah.
the thing is, like, the restrictions are like hidden behind multiple menus. Cause like mine's still like a sub account since I'm not 18. So like I have to go through those menus to like set shit up. Like you could set up like, oh, you can only spend this much, but you have to go through menus and menus to be able to get to that kind of stuff.
And most parents won't do that for their kids because they don't understand how game consoles is. Let's say you say you live with your grandparents, and your grandparents do not want to go through all that because they don't even understand how a computer works, much less an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One. Or your parents, they just barely buy you this. I don't think they're gonna want to go through that. So they're just gonna let you do it all by yourself.
Yeah.
And as a kid, as a kid for me, I didn't set up any of that crap for myself because I'm like, oh, I don't need restrictions. I can handle myself.
Oh,
The next
well,
thing
then
I know,
again,
my
it comes
little
down.
$60 on a game.
Well, it comes down to like, is the kid smart enough to know where you have to be 18 so they lie about their birthday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've
See,
done
'cause
that.
I've been doing that. Yeah, I think it's like it falls on everybody because like parents don't watch their kids enough. Games are getting too predatory with microtransactions, and consoles kind of hide that kind of stuff. They like don't make it accessible enough that it should be. That I think everyone has some blame, but I don't know how much you can fix everything at that point because
I think honestly, if companies pulled back a little bit on their transactions, on their
If the government
microtransactions,
steps in. But that's
if the government steps in,
the only
that's
thing
what
is
I'm
when
saying.
the government starts to mess with it though, and then that kind of opens a different problem in itself anyways.
Because game developers, they'll find some form of a loophole.
see,
And they'll
because like
probably even make it
microtransactions, like all have like been a while, but like it got bad once EA, like, because
I think
everyone
Battle-
knew about like, because everyone in there like when Candy Crush was popular, that's when like microtransactions came into like question. But most
Yeah.
people who played that were like adults and that knew like they spent money on it, but they weren't they didn't go like ape shit crazy on it.
I don't think anyone spent money on that. I think they just
Well,
asked their friends for
But so it's
stuff.
like, well, that
It
was
still has
like,
it anyways, so there's people that did it anyways. It's like even if
plus
like
like, or like, and because every now and then, like a kid will get like their parents calling in just without even knowing, just spend a shit ton of money for something.
yeah, because like the first instances of that were like I think Clash of Clans was like the first mobile game where like that started happening, where you would see headlines of like kids spend thousands of dollars, and then it just started going into like AAA games after. I think EA is like the main one who started it, and then it just got bad with. I think Battlefront 2 is where it started to like go down this road of where it's into
I think
question.
where it came really big into the limelight was with the CS:GO. 'Cause I
Yeah,
think
Gam-
that's when it brought it all. Because I remember in 2013, there was
The
a
whole
lot of
skin
YouTubers,
trading.
like there's skin tradings, there was the unboxings,
skin
looking for
market.
knives, looking for certain skins, and like that brought in a huge conversation about online gambling. And when like developers saw how much money CS:GO and how many of those YouTubers were spending, and then that's I think this got started getting picked up by a lot more companies. And then since they started seeing that kids really like this stuff, they started marketing it towards kids. Like most Fortnite ads, I don't think they're marketed to teenagers or adults. They're going after kids, like any other game.
Hmm.
Because what was it? A couple years ago, where surprise like loot box openings were really big.
Yeah, those were huge.
Like you just go onto a random like site, get like $50 in credits, just open up a bunch of like for like a game key loot box, and it's like a 0.1 percentage of getting like, a good triple A game.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about CS:GO, but you're right. That's where it like got big. I think like where the problem of gameplay got into it is EA's Battlefront. That's like what I think I was trying to
That's
get at.
when like the whole thing of like, is it play to win or play to play, or is it because it's pay to win or pay to play to grind? Because sometimes they put it through a grind wall, and I like when games do that because it gives me incentive to play the game for hours on hours and hours. But if I can just pay like a couple of dollars for something I have to do for hours, you're gonna think, is my time worth more here or there? And then
Because like
it just
Anthem,
leads to bad
have you
practices.
have you seen like the stuff about Anthem? Like takes literally hours to grind, and it's like not worth it at all to grind it pretty much.
Yeah, and like I feel like game creators or like game companies are building their games more around. Not all, I wouldn't say all, but like some game companies, mostly EA, is building their games around the microtransactions instead of building their games around the support structures that the fans have wanted, like listening to criticisms of past experience and like keeping good on traditions and making sure that they not please
They're
the fans,
setting-
but do a good job at
setting
creating a
things up
decent
as
game.
services. Yeah.
That's why I think like games that are like not doing microtransactions should really start being pushed more to like show that's what we want. Games that are like fully priced and just the full game. Just like support those ones. Make the biggest cry about those so that way they start getting the idea that we don't like that kind of stuff. We don't want it.
See, because I was scrolling on PlayStation then, because I was gonna get me a racing game, and then I saw a Need for Speed game, and of course they're by EA and stuff, and like you can buy the full game, but then like for like another $20, it was like the no wait thingy. Like you have literally every car upgrade, and right from like this boot of the game, where you don't have to like grind through anything.
See, that's
I think
That's no
terrible too.
fun.
Because that's
Or-
is that multiplayer too?
I don't think so.
It's not.
think
Okay, it's
it-
single player.
I think it is online, but it's not like, I don't know.
Either way, that's
what
just
it-
like
it's
takes
vibe too.
that just takes
You can
away
get
a lot of the
the
fun.
game sharks. Like the game sharks online, you can get those shark cards for like that gives you 100 grand, like 1,000,000 grand. Like and then like there's progression through GTA 5 online is really horribly slow. And then they started like fixing it with the heists and stuff, but like knowing that you can only pay like $25 to get like 100 grand in the game, that was a lot of like that made me like really dislike playing GTA 5 online because like half of these people who I know spent more than at least 120 grand, not grand, but like $120 on that game itself, just for a souped up car. And like that, and just so they can get the edge on other players. And that's really annoying to me sometimes. But mostly GTA 5 Online was still a fun game. I had a lot of fun with it. And like games like the EA sports games, those games, they have like the packs where you can unlock
Yeah,
characters.
even those are becoming like microtransaction heavy, and for what reason?
Those are the
It's a
worst
sports
too.
game.
Those are some of the worst since they're yearly releases too. And there's no like
Yeah.
Exactly.
cross progression between like every yearly update. So that's even worse.
I think
'Cause
I think I'm happy that really no Nintendo games have microtransactions like on the Switch. I don't think I've seen any really besides Fortnite. Maybe Smite. All the free-to-play games, yeah, that's it's given.
Well, like, all right, Nintendo first party games. We should say that.
Yeah. But
A lot
Other
of
than that-
single player games too stay away from it. Spider-Man, God of War,
Well,
they've
that's
started like staying away from it. But then
Oh, not Dead Space 3. Dead Space 3, there was a huge microtransaction where you can upgrade a weapon to make it super broken, so you just go through the game and speedrun it, basically. Like, that's kind of stuff makes the game not fun. Like, if you can go into a game blind and not have like a freaking advertisement in the middle of your freaking face the whole entire time saying, "Oh, you can buy resources here to speed it up your game." That's kind of annoying.
it's like buying a win button. What's the point in it? You take away any kind of progression, fun, challenge, anything like that.
Well, all right. Well, if there's like where you can buy it, like pretty much buy your way through the game. If it's a single player game, you do you whatever. But if it's like a multiplayer game and it has a competitive advantage, then no.
Like Fallout 76.
Yeah.
I think that's
Even
right.
then, like the single player microtransactions just sound so like who buys a $60 game and decides they don't want to play the game, so they'll just buy more stuff so that way they can not play the game.
Exactly. They'll like buy a $60 game and then buy another like $20, $25, $30 DLC to pretty much easy game mode.
Yeah, I just don't like that. Or you can buy like XP boosts in certain games to make you go through level up. I think I've seen like multiple games have that. I think I think Call of Duty had an XP booster you can buy, and then I think also Realm Royale has XP boosters you can buy. And there's nothing wrong with Realm Royale. But like if it's in Call of Duty, that's the problem.
All right. What if you can buy a XP booster, but the only way to do it is by in-game grinding? Would you be all right with that?
Depends
Yeah,
on the
if it's
grind. I
in-game
think.
currency, then yeah, it's depending on the
So,
grind.
which means it's like free to anyone to get virtually, pretty much.
yeah,
No paywall.
no
You just
paywall.
can't have like a ridiculous grind of months and months and months.
Yeah,
Like,
it has to be fair.
You just
You
just have
fair to
to-
the player.
you have to be at, all right, let's say it's a multiplayer game. You have to be at least, let's say, level 60 to do it at the very minimum, or get carried really hard when you're like level 55 or something. But
I think
but leveling up
Oh,
is relatively easy, so it's not big. It's not that big of a deal. You just gotta put an hour into it. Pretty
It's almost like the battle pass is kind of what you're explaining.
Kinda.
See, I like battle pass. I think battle passes are cool. You pay a one-time fee to get all kinds of unlocks. I think those are fine.
That and the
But,
price
like-
is really low on a battle pass too.
Yeah, they're usually like $10 per season.
Yeah.
It gives you incentive to try new things too, because the challenges are always like having you go to different locations, use different weapons. Like, it gives you incentive to play differently in a way you normally wouldn't.
That's
Like,
that's
try
a
different
really
stuff.
cool microtransaction thing. Battle passes, I'm fine with.
Yeah.
But like, let's say like, see, that's the problem with the MMOs too. It's like you can buy yourself up to a certain level. I mean, like no one wants like in World at War. I'm not World at War. World of Warcraft. Let's say if you just started, I don't think anyone wants to get to level like 150 just grinding off of certain things, because that game's been out for like over years now, I think, or maybe not that long, but it's been out for a long time, and so people are hitting like max caps, and you can buy your way up there. I think that's fine, but then again, you're missing out like a whole lot of content throughout all those games, throughout leveling up, and like. When it comes to games, like say you was playing Call of Duty and you had to get to level 67, then you had to grind your way up to buy like an XP boost. Like say you prestige and you can get an XP boost. I think I'd be fine with that. But I just don't like that you could pay for stuff like that that gives you that advantage over others.
Yeah.
The only thing is now is with Belgium stepping in is how many other countries are now going to try to step in and either moderate or just ban stuff now too with microtransactions.
Look at South Korea. Like if it's not, I think it's like the biggest esport capital, and especially if they're becoming pay to win, then for sure the Korean government's gonna step in and
Mm.
start regulating.
Because the Korean gamers are very competitive, and they'll try to find any way to get something up on the other gamers. And so that's
Even
kind
if
of
there's
crazy.
even if it's like a 50-cent item, then people will spend 50 cents to get that small competitive advantage.
Yeah. I think I really like the Japanese game market because I don't really see very more. Like
I
they're
think
like
they're mostly just like gotcha game Japanese market.
But those mainly stick to mobile though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like you can
Japanese-
ignore them.
mostly mobile. You can ignore the whole entire mobile gaming genre as a whole because
See,
like
I only play mobile games
gaming
because
has
it's like
its own
my
cancer
favorite like
itself.
series. Yeah. Like I only play like mobile games because like some of them are really fun, and then plus like your like my favorite like properties like Naruto and Fire Emblem Free. Those are like the two gotcha games that I play.
Yeah, because they build phone games off of fan service mainly, and that's how they get a lot of like traction and buzz.
Yeah. See, I'm fine with games like that, but like games like Clash Royale, I don't really play that game. That game's a freaking money fest, like a grind fest that
Yeah,
you is
that
not
one.
fair at all.
In order to be like, because like, so in order to be like super competitive, you have to have like certain legendaries, and like each legendary is random in a chest. If you're not even, it's like super hard to get a legendary out of like any chest unless it's like a legendary chest. But then once you have a legendary chest, you're not guaranteed that legendary.
Yeah, and even after that, like they put you behind these timed walls, pretty much of unlocking free like everyday items. Even in Fire Emblem, like you had to wait a whole day to even get a
Yeah.
chance at a free roll, or like a free banner, and I find those. I think I like Fire Emblem and over any other mobile game, other than the mobiles, because the MOBAs on mobile are pretty good too. But like every other like in Clash Royale, you had to wait 24 hours for like a new chest, and then it's behind it. They're all you can unlock this chest for $20 or like
for
$5.
for like 50 gems, and that's like $5.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know
Whoever
the
wants to-
exact, but yeah, it's
It just helps
and then
progression.
the thing is like you're not, like I said before, you're not even guaranteed the items you're after either
yeah.
for like the
It's
super
very competitive.
competitive cards.
See now, do you think America's gonna end up if more countries like Belgium start adopting these laws? You think we're gonna see anything in America since that's what applies to us?
No,
Yeah,
no.
I think we'll see something at least, like something small. But then again,
Not at all.
it depends on which party, you know, because
Yeah,
because each
America-
party has totally
American
different
politics are
games.
fucked. But
Yeah, everything. Our whole country's freaking retarded at the moment.
Yeah,
Anyways,
politic wars are kind of crazy.
Yeah, and so like, gaming is not even on the forefront of thought. It's
if
just
anything,
I
they
think
might
it's
just raise it to like you have to be 18.
see, I can get behind that. If you're 18 and you have you have the responsibility to not overpay for something, and you can have the will to withhold
okay.
money.
All right. Or how about here's like what I would propose, like, so like in order to purchase like said microtransactions with a card, like good debit or credit, you have to be 18. But like, let's say you're like a kid and like you get like $20 for mowing your yard, then you can use a gift card, and that has no age limit.
And then that's limited anyways, so you can't like overspend on that.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Because like you go to Walmart, you get a $20 gift card, you have $20. No way to go over $20.
I think that's better than the currently how it is. Pretty much almost anything's better, but I think that just it puts a limit on it, and with like the age limit, because at that point you should know what you're doing, you know what you're spending,
Uh-huh.
so it's like on you. And then I don't know.
Sometimes like this addiction, like to buying like certain stuff, like for example,
Yeah.
scratch tickets. Like my mom buys a lot of scratch tickets, or she used
Mhm.
to. So like you can see your parents doing stuff like that, so you could get attached to doing almost something like that, but in like a different
Yeah,
form.
addictions are hard to break because like I don't, because I used to drink like 3 to 4 monsters a day, but like honestly now I fucking cut or not monsters, but like energy drinks. I've honestly like I cut back to like 1 or 2 a day at most. Because I used to fucking just drink a shit ton a day. Addictions are hard to break once you get started, and that just goes for anything.
It's the same with
Yeah,
me
that goes
because
for
like
anything.
Mhm.
I had like a soda addiction really bad. I drink like 3 or 4 at a day. Now I've like one a day, like you, and it's
Mhm.
just even then it's like I I can't drink anything besides them because it's like I just need something with more
It's
flavor
very
than just
rare.
like water. Like I can't just drink water because it like
And an
rewires your
addiction to
brain the
porn.
way that you think.
Yeah, because half the time it's simpler to go walk to the fridge, grab a can, open it, and then go back to doing whatever you're doing instead of sitting there and dispensing a cup of water.
Addiction can really take anything though. Like you could get addicted to like anything. That's why they have like
Yeah.
the strange addiction. So it's not like video games are the problem with addiction. It's more so just a general problem with
Mhm.
it.
And anybody can get addicted to anything.
Yeah.
We also talk about how shitty internet providers are.
Wait. Hold on,
Uh,
hold on. I think we should end this right here now.
how long is it, first of all?
An hour and about 2 minutes.
Let's just go a little bit longer because we still
I
have,
might not be able to
'cause now we're
hold
on a
this whole
roll.
file on my thing. So I'm not trying
We're on a
to.
roll though, man.
I
Heck yeah,
know.
we are.
You want to keep going?
All right, we'll make you a deal. 1:30 is the absolute longest we'll go. Sound fair?
Or
Yeah.
and then like at the 1:30 mark, just like cut
Kind of-
cut it and then use just like end the audio and then we'll continue this good discussion and put that as episode 2, I guess.
Oh, that's actually a good
So we
idea.
Or how about we just? How about we end this one right here then, and we could start another.
Well,
one.
let's get Aaron's topic real quick, just because he had brought it up already. I think that we should do that,
What's his
and then we'll
topic?
just end it up.
I'll run through it quick because I
Yeah,
just have a lot to say.
All right.
Okay, so like, all right, can I go?
Yeah, go ahead. We're waiting for
Yes.
you.
So, internet providers, right? Only like 5 big major internet providers in the United States, and they have like many branches. Like Verizon is like linked to Comcast and other stuff like that. But I'm saying like big, like they're really shitty on how they treat their consumers, and yeah, I think they literally are cutting off bandwidth. They can charge people more for shitty internet because if you look at South Korea's internet is amazing compared to America's internet. Even our best internet is shitty compared to South Korean's internet. And like,
I mean, South Korea
besides
is like
Netflix.
like South Korea has like had like 5G for not like a long time, but for a little bit now. But here in the US, we're barely getting 5G.
Yeah,
Because like, see, and then it just goes back to politics because that's literally all it is money runs the country.
Yep, consumerism is running, especially since Republicans are running right now. They're a lot
Yeah.
more like business oriented. So we see a lot more like business practices that are in favor of them rather than the customer.
yeah, and I think I'm fine. I don't. If a business wants to do something, it's fine with me. But if they're really shitty about it, that's when laws can need to be put in place. Like what with the Jeep Pie, what was it called?
Net neutrality.
Freaking, net neutrality.
Yeah.
Like everyone was scared of that because that was a huge thing. Internet providers would have free control, pretty much like free domain over the internet and how people were able to use it. That's pretty freaking scary because if your internet provider is a really shitty one, like CenturyLink. You're gonna get fucked over hard.
Call him, put him on blast.
CenturyLink, straight up, CenturyLink is the worst internet provider. It took me like a year. It took me a year of calling them repeatedly, like every couple of weeks, telling them my internet's not working. It needs to be fixed. It just cuts out. It took a year of that before they finally actually sent someone out here to look at it, like the outside, and to actually do something about it. Now it works like a lot better, whereas I would cut out like every 10 minutes, and they just didn't
Same.
want to do anything about it
Same.
because it didn't have any benefit to them.
I had to get a whole
That's a
new
daily
box
thing.
because my box was like 10 years old.
I've gone before that this was fixed. I went through at least, no lie, maybe close to 10 boxes.
Yeah.
In the past 3 years, I went through 4 boxes, and that's like in my box now. It's okay, but like my cable and like how much they're giving me in bandwidth is so shitty. Like on a good day, I'll get over 1 megabyte, but most of the time it's between 700 and like 800 kilobytes per second,
But
and
then,
that's
but then again,
really
location
slow.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
Good,
my
but, like,
location
what-
is in a pretty good place.
Yeah, but like our like town in general is like kind of in the mountainy area, so it's gonna be
Yeah, that
kind
makes
of.
sense.
Still, though, I think like there's still. I think Aaron's
Probably
right
a
on
little
that.
bit harder.
They're cutting us short because they can. Because we like where we live, you literally can't get anything but CenturyLink unless you want to go with a shitty local service.
Oh yeah.
So like it's either CenturyLink or you just don't use Wi-Fi. Because a lot of them just run a monopoly in small towns, and then they just give better internet. It's still ass, but better internet in a bigger town because there they actually have competition.
Yeah, they had to be competitive. If they're in a small town, they're going to give you shit Wi-Fi for a high price, because then they had to, because their servers would be focused on the big cities, because they have to give the ones the higher bandwidth
Yeah.
satellites or whatever they use. I don't know what the hell they use. Anyways,
Like
like
it makes sense because it's like less population, you want to dedicate less, but
Yeah.
you screw less population over like a lot more than you should.
So and see, like yeah, like and then let's say we all move to like a big city, like Albuquerque, Denver, whatever, New York, California. But then, because of our shitty experience with CenturyLink here, when we move to that big city, we're not even gonna consider CenturyLink. We're
Yeah,
gonna
like,
consider something else.
the small towns are dying fast. I mean, Raton is pretty dead at the moment, and they say that we're about to boom again, but I really doubt it.
no.
And dead at the moment, and they say that we're about to boom again, but I really doubt it.
No.
And like, stay dead, and they're only gonna make our internet even more shit. And that's what I'm
Honestly.
scared of. Satellite internet is way shittier than like, freaking landline. And honestly, I was thinking of getting satellite, but I would literally scream my head off with that.
And see, like yeah, like wait, it goes back to what you said, where small towns are becoming irrelevant. Like, see, look at Colorado Springs and Pueblo. They're slowly merging together and probably going to create a big super city like Denver or like a big city.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Because,
what,
like,
Colorado Springs is only like what, 15 minutes away from Pueblo, 30 maybe.
and there's like every day, like, more construction is happening out there. And just it keeps expanding.
Meanwhile, here businesses get shut down left and right.
Mm-hmm.
I
See,
know
but
every
then Colorado-
business is gone.
Oh, well, yeah, that I have another topic, but goddamn, that has to be another episode.
A
Yeah.
long one.
Yeah, I think we should finish this right now.
Yeah, because I was gonna
Let's
bring
wrap
up the
it up.
legalization of marijuana.
Oh, yeah.
We should probably save that for the next one then, because
We'll
we
save
probably
that
have a
for the
lot.
next episode.
All right, it's at an
I'll
hour
do
and
the
9 minutes. So,
All right.
Aaron, you can end it off. You're the host.
Damn it.
All right,
And
thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned in for next week for our next episode of the Stardust Crusaders podcast. And that would be all, folks.
Nice.
Nah.